The Eaglet ESP is a full-featured topographer as well as profilometer, and so I want to spend a little time with that. In that, we have axial maps, tangential maps, elevation maps, all these different maps. So it is full-featured.
In the past, we've really had a big disparity in technology as we build and grow. Our industry really responds to our needs as practitioners in terms of what we need to measure on the eye. Units in the past that were needed for different parts of the eye had to be totally separate. So one unit that was really, really good at measuring corneal topography couldn't necessarily get out onto the eye past the cornea, and vice versa. And the nice thing today is that we do have technology that is now built into units, into the ESP, that does allow us to blend all of our needs, and the technology is really maximized. Not only is our scleral data very accurate, the cornea data has really come a long ways to the point where we can now utilize ESP for other applications, not just fitting sclerals. And one thing that I've noticed that's a huge benefit that now the ESP is able to provide for us is that whole empirical design flow. And when it comes to our myopia practices, the patient experience is very, very important. Kids come in and they have only so much energy. The parents there's a lot of time we need to spend discussing things in a myopia control clinic. And so empirical design has become a huge important part of our practice. And the cool thing that we're going to show you is a way that we can do this using the CRT lens in terms of empirical lens design just directly off of the ESP.
For kids, there's a pretty generous amount of working space to deal with, and that can sometimes be a challenge with certain topographers. A lot of topographers, especially like small cone topographers, will get really, really close to the eye. It can make it a little hard to get good images on like very prominent brow bones, deep set eyes, long eyelashes, things like that. The Eaglet, if you get a chance, definitely go look at it in the exhibit hall. But you got a lot of space there to you yourself or a staff member try to get some better scans. It's also particularly comfortable for kids, maybe sometimes even more so than some of those other devices.